is you still have to do your job. So as long as you do your job as an individual person on the defense, you'll be good.
Is it hard at all to drown out the noise from people telling you how good you are and how good you can be?
It's hard. That's why I'm glad we in camp, so we don't see a lot of people. We just see ourselves and the coaches. But we look past it. We're not even worried about it. We're really not. We just worried about getting better each and every day.
Is it fair to say, though, that you feel like coming off the Florida win, that you belong in that conversation with Alabama? The last couple of years, I mean, last year the coaches would even say we thought we were a year away. You know, you went to a BCS game, you won it. Now you feel like you belong in the top 10?
I mean, we feel like we belong in the top 10. Our hard work does pay off, as we preaches about. But he knows that if we deserve to be there, we will be there. So we just have to understand that. Just keep working hard. We have no control of that. Only thing we have control of is how we work and how we carry ourselves day in and day out to get prepared for the season.
Coach Beth was in here earlier and was talking about how last year he felt that he may have played a little safe and maybe wants a little more of attacking style. How do you do that, and do you see that developing?
What it is you just have to be physical, fast, and aggressive. So each call he gives us, he just have everybody on the defense has to understand. Okay, I know my job. I know what I'm supposed to be at. Now go make the play. You know. Your job is to do that, but what you're here on the defense for is, and we all playmakers, so we got to go out there and make the plays. Just fly around, and the biggest thing is have fun with it. You know, defense is I think, which is the most funnest part of football, because we get to hit other people. You know, so I just what he really saying is just have fun, go out there and just play what you love.
Did you feel like that's a difference from last year? I mean, has anything really changed, or more emphasis?
No, I mean, it's just more emphasis on being aggressive, fast, and physical. Way more emphasis. You know, he preaches all the time, run to the ball, make sure get off blocks. You know, make sure you communicate and talk. So that way, we all become a better defense. Once somebody sees something and we communicate it, you know, it gives us tips. You know, it helps us out when we're running plays and things like that.
To some extent, you know, there were tackling issues last year, and he talked about a desire to get bigger and more physical. I mean, teams ran on you pretty consistently all year. You can be more aggressive if you're more physical, right? And if you tackle better. Is that they all kind of intertwined? Or?
It all plays a role into it. We just gotta understand that we just have a mindset. Have a mindset is that nobody's going to come in and run on the defense. Nobody's going to come in and throw on the defense. It's just a mindset. Now we got to carry ourselves this camp so we can understand that if we have that mindset, if we do the correct things that he tells us to do, it shouldn't be none of that. You know, it should be a 25-yard game. You know, it should just be a physical, fast game, and we should be the reason why, you know, the other teams are suffering.
Has your responsibility changed at all? Do you see your job any differently?
Yeah, just as a leader, this going into my senior year, since playing as a freshman, I'm finally realized that you have to carry yourself a different way. You know, now juniors and sophomores is looking up to you, and they ask you what to do. You know, and they look at the way how you practice, so they can see how it needs to be done when they're going out and they need to take reps. So we just have to carry. Me personally, I have to carry myself as a business mentality, so I can show a great example for the young guys.
Any difference in X's and O's? I mean, your responsibilities are pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. And it's go out there and just be fast, physical, and aggressive.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry. You mentioned aggressive several times, and you know, a lot of people talk about technique and stuff. I'm just wondering, do you just get big to be tough? I mean, do you work yourself up to really get in there and make it hard on the other guy?
Yeah, you know, that plays a big part too. How big you are and fast you are, but it's more of it's the will to want to. You know, I can't say I'm so big, I'm so aggressive. You know, because there's some big guys out there who's not aggressive, and there's little guys who are very aggressive. It's just the will to want to. It's like it's your heart. If you gotta have it in you to go out there and play physical and be the best you can be day in and day out.
You know, I bet it's different from the first quarter and then you get down to the fourth quarter, and everybody out there is tired. I'll bet everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what do?
You just got to find it. That's when Coach Moore kicks in right there. The off-season conditioning and the training and stuff. We don't get tired in the fourth quarter. We just understand is that wherever we at in the game, we have to finish everything. We preach on. That's one thing we preach on is finishing. We finish through the line. We finish drills. We never walk on the field. We run to every situation or drill we got. So we just understand as long as we have to finish and keep finishing, we'll be okay.
Van said that last year he may have played it a little safe in terms of calls and blitzing. How is that manifesting itself this year, being more aggressive? What are you seeing specifically just in these first few days of camp that show that you're going to be more aggressive as a defense this year?
He has stalled. He made it. He put it on us as a defense, as the players, to learn more. Within 3 days, we have learned more than like half of the playbook because he's out there. He's calling calls. You look to the left, he's calling calls. His slant left, slant right. His play aggressiveness. His blitz this. So we just have to understand that Coach Bedford's mentality is to get after people. So we have to have that same mentality.
How different is that than when you came in as a freshman? When you came in with this group, there was no seniors who knew the regiment, but now you're able to show those younger guys. How different is that?
It's very different. Being in the defense for 4 years, so it's easy to talk. It's easy to help the young guys out. I know how to fit. I know how to play with what type of plays I'm getting with certain plays. So it's easy to tell them so they can go out there and be successful and make plays.
But when you came in as a freshman in your first camp, there weren't those guys who had been with Coach Bedford or Coach Strong, right? I mean, there was no leadership that knew how they wanted to run that program.
Yeah, so it was very hard. It was a challenge, but we couldn't set up there and gripe about it. We had to go out there and play. We had to go out there and make sure we were successful as a defense.
Hey, I got a question for you. You were on the field for that first play against Florida, the interception.
Yeah.
You want to take me through that play, lining up, what you did, what happened, the interception? Yeah.
It was a regular call. I think it was a blitz. Coach that day for the Florida game, he was really trying to get out to Florida. So all our mindsets was go, 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 fast, be fast, physical, and aggressive. So the first play, right off the back, I looked up. The center snapped the ball. I looked up to the right. It was T. Floyd right in the end zone. I was like, I didn't even really know what happened. He called the interception, looked on the scoreboard, and that took off from there.
It's got, when it's a team sport, so there's inspiration and all that in there.
It's very inspirational. As I see, once we seen that play, we knew that Florida was going to be in for a long day because we was coming out there, we was prepared, we was ready to go, and we was just feeling good about ourselves and feeling great about the game.
You think that's maybe not just that play, or maybe the whole season last year or something? There's some place where y'all decided, hey, we can do it. We can be this good.
Yeah, as the defensive side, we just know we had to play better. And we knew that Florida's coming in, it was going to be big, fast. So we took it as a challenge. Like, if we can go out there and play with those guys as a great defense, we know we can play good defense with anybody in the nation.
How much do you feel the leadership burden a little bit more with Jermaine and D'Angelo out right now? I mean, you're down a little bit in terms of linemen, but you've got a lot more depth than maybe you did just even a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we got a lot more depth. We got some freshmen coming in that we can play and be successful for us quick. We just got to understand that you're not a freshman anymore, and to me, I have to show them the ropes. By the way I practice, by the way I carry myself, by helping them out. As long as I can help them out and make sure they're successful, I'll be okay.
Around the country, when people talk Louisville football, they think offense, Teddy Bridgewater. But talking to some of you defensive guys today, it sounds like you guys are ready to put your name out there as well. This isn't just an offensive team. This is a team with a very strong defense as well.
Yeah, because Coach, that's what coaches every day. Before every week, he tell us, we got to play great defense. So we decided we got to get back to playing great defense. Get back to some players. We got a lot of players on the team that will make plays, make us great playmakers. We just have to understand that so we can get confidence back in that game, just like me, so I can get confidence back in my game, so I can go out there and help the team out.
What do you think? Some somebody like your defensive end, Lorenzo Malden's got set a personal goal of trying to go after a sack record this year.
Yeah.
You know, did you take that as something, you know, I'm going to be there right next to him and try to help him get that? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm helping him out. I'm gonna help him out as much as I can. I know he's gonna help me out as much as he can. Once he told me that, I'm gonna help you out. Not only yourself, you can't break the sack record by yourself, and he knows that. And you know he takes the whole front four and the whole defense to help him out. And we're glad he has goals like that because you know we strive for the best. So we just have to make sure we help him out when after this year.
Is that the type of the mentality you see from all you guys, you know, around the defense? You want to make the big plays.
Yeah, that's the type of man. We feel like big plays out there is meant to be made. And we understand what it does. We have to let no big plays on the defense. We make the big plays. We get the interceptions. We get the sacks. We get the TFLs. So we let the team know that, you know, our offense is good, but this defense is here to play.
Yes, next point.